Yeah, that's right. We're early today. Greetings. Let me copy this real quick. All right, we're here. I think I got to paste the music in here. There you go. Let me move this to the middle of my screen today. Hello. We're here today. And yeah, that's about it. I didn't really prepare anything. Let's see. Let me pull up some stuff. I'm just gonna be going off today, so we'll see what we can cook. Hello. I'm gonna be rambling today. Let me go ahead and get started. Ah, I see. Uh-oh. Well, let's see. Let me test. Is the music playing too loud? I'm just gonna leave it. Let me turn it down just like a little bit. That should be fine. All right. So I'm gonna be going off today. I hope you brought your textbook, your homework. I'm gonna ask questions today. I'm just gonna be going off, and we'll see what we can come up with. Oh yeah. So what is it? I've been looking at some shit posts recently, and I've just been I don't even know. I've just been hanging out, trying to make posts, trying to write comments, trying to get people to look at me. It's the goal right now. Oh, I got freaking disease. Oh, other than that, yeah, we're back. I'm gonna be sorry. I'm looking at a bunch of other shit. I am very prepared today. But yeah, so how you guys been doing? Let's start off with that first and foremost. Thanks. Just been hanging out. I should probably get some water at some point too. But yeah, I've just been looking through some shit and trying to come up with random topics to go through. I think the big one is when oh, what the fuck? Hey, sorry. The cat. Okay. The other thing I did too is I also installed some noise suppression, so hopefully the audio doesn't pick up all the background noise. I can actually have the fan on now and not have it be blasting on the microphone. Oh, yeah, there it is. Just making sure it's not peaking too much. I still have to mess with some of the settings. Imagine. I couldn't possibly imagine. I have no idea what you could even be referring to. But yeah, we on that grind. But I'm not the only one. I'm just new, which I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. But there's definitely a bunch of others, at least that like used to be on there. I think if you've ever, or if you've been around long enough, you know what's her name. Demon Dice used to be a bit of a presence on iFunny. God, I feel disgusting even saying that out loud. But no, like, shoot, I used to see her shit everywhere, and then vanished and became, you know who today. Yeah, see? And I think the thing is, I remember the most is that people would just shit on her. It's probably why she's not on the app anymore. Because that was most of it, is just like, just poster stuff. People would shit on her. And, oh, is the mic peaking, by the way? How's the audio quality? Let me know if it's like complete shit. Just my headset. But to get into the ramblings, that's a good topic to start with. Yeah, imagine using the yellow smiley face app being into VTuber. I feel like it's gotten more mainstream though these days. Uh, but I don't know. It's like one of those weird things because there's a lot of VTuber support up on in the up and coming. Like a lot of it's becoming mainstream, I guess you could say. But it's weird with like VTubers and social media. I think I don't know because I don't even know who else would even be on it. I actually did see because I see a lot now post about popular VTubers. It's I guess the big thing to wonder is like if any of them actually even use it. Like there's some people that seem like they would. Like I think I saw um what's it? There's a Fallen Shadow account on iFunny. I I really not sure if that's real or not. Like that's the only thing with with like fan accounts like that. Like it's it's the point where like I don't know. I always assume it's not real. But sometimes it's hard to tell because sometimes these people like really RP as the person that they're fanning over. Always assume it for real? Hell nah. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was about to say like what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Because I don't know. It's like I said, I feel like sometimes there just ain't no way. Like I said with the Fallen Shadow account, like I just don't. Maybe you're right. I it sounds like from just like the comments and shit that could be real, but I don't know. I don't believe it fully. And there's a few other accounts. Some of them, like I said with Demon Dice, I think that was confirmed. Pretty sure that was her. But there's some other people on there that there's no way, right? There just ain't no way. Uh, but I wonder if they're like if they have an account and it's just under some weird name or they're like lurking. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't know. It's a it's a rabbit hole you can chase down with like VTubers and past lives and all that nonsense. It's kind of become one of those things too that used to be like nobody talked about it. So especially like on some old chats and forums nonsense that I've been on, you could really go down the rabbit hole of like people trying to Schizopost and like dig up VTuber PLs and whatnot, but I feel like recently it's kind of become a commonplace, especially now that like all the corporate ones are jumping ship, and it's like you just like whenever they pop back up, you know who exactly they are. I feel like they don't even try to keep it a secret anymore. They just they're just like, hey, it's me, but they can't really like say it like their full name, but to the extent they can say like, hey, it's me. Sorry. Oh shit, noise suppression is actually catching that. But I don't know. That's just my delusional take on VTubers. There's a lot. I don't know. I feel like I could go more into that though. But anyways, do you have any other questions? Uh, I mean, I guess yeah. It's like they kind of. I wouldn't say like riding off the cloud. It's hard to really tell what like exactly goes on behind the scenes for some, like especially when it comes to being in a corporation. Uh, it's hard to tell like exactly what goes on behind the scenes all the time, but I don't know. It's weird. Like it does kind of feel, in a sense, right? Like they're obviously using what they gained, um, but I don't feel like they're specifically doing it to start over because like you'd see it happen a lot more. I feel like the times it's happening recently is because of what you call it, because they have like another like ulterior reason to quit, and then they still want to keep streaming, so they just they do. I mean, like they do kind of write off their existing reputation, but that's like I said, that's kind of because they can like more acceptable, I guess you could say these days for like people to just follow you over into your next character or whatever shit they call it. See, like I said, I don't know. It's weird. It definitely feels weird. I feel like most of the people in their audiences don't give a shit either way. They just want to keep watching them for the personality. And I feel like a lot of times that's how it works with the I guess like VTubers specifically, because a lot of other streamers don't really have like a persona per se. Whereas like uniquely when you're VTubing, you do kind of have like a character. In a sense you are kind of like faking it in a way. But no, it's and it's like on one hand you could say it's like, yeah, this is a scummy thing to do, like especially for what's her name. I'll let people talk about Fauna and Nemi Nightmare, I think is what she evolved into. And she like opened memberships on day one, like first stream, and it what is it? Like there is so many motherfuckers that sub to that shit instantly that I think it like crashed your tab if you're on PC. I think mobile could handle it a bit better. But I think what is it? Like I was like a ridiculous amount of memberships. And it's like on one hand, nope, the microphone peaked. But on one hand, uh like yeah, sure, people just already know um who she was before, and there's like just basically taking their old membership and renewing it for like the same person, different persona. But like on the other hand, I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird that like because it's always weird when there's money involved. I guess. Also, which, do I have the censoring turned on? Oh shit! No, you're good. You're good. um, which I personally didn't watch that stream when it went live, but I heard that that shit was crazy. I was never really a big Fauna fan to begin with, so I didn't really care, as they say. I think same thing with what Ame when she graduated. But it's people always complain about stuff when there's money involved. It's kind of just a weird, touchy subject. But I think on one hand, let me make my thoughts a bit coherent here. So I think on one hand, it's basically just transferring your membership over to a new account, that same person. But on the other hand, like maybe you shouldn't open it up on day one, right? But I don't know. That's just me. If she's got the fans and they want to throw the money away, like at the same time too, like they should be able to do whatever they want to. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Oh, thanks. I made it myself in like an hour. Oh, also thank you for bothering to follow me. I wasn't really expecting anything from today. Oh, uh, but yeah, I don't know. Just going off. I think the only other thing I don't know. I don't want to sit here and talk about VTubers all today or all day, rest of the tonight. I don't know. Whatever time it is. So what else have I been looking into? Let me pop open the old YouTube. Also, the sound right now. Also, let me mute that. Let's see here. What else? Give me a second to think about that. Try not to like just vomit all my thoughts out, but I think I wanted to stream. Like I've been lurking for a really long time on a few different accounts. Uh, shoot, I had a guy come in like 2 days ago too, but like I made my account recently, but I have been around for a while, and I've just wanted to like actually conglomerate somewhere where I can uh like act. I don't know, post. I guess like I've always wanted to post and make content and whatnot, but I don't know. I just haven't got around to it. I'm finally at the point. But I guess like just being I don't know. I've been interested in like the VTubing stuff. Like I don't know. Most people do like live 2D. I like the 3D stuff, although I do need to work on the mouth tracking because it's kind of shit right now. Like I said, I set this model up in an hour. I do want to also get like a thing for the hands too because I don't like just standing here. Like I want to move my hands around and whatnot. Sorry. But I don't know. I don't know what compelled me to become a VTuber. I guess I just was interested enough in the tech and whatnot. It's just weird because I don't know. I've been watching like a few specific VTubers over the years, but I haven't really gotten like big into VTuber stuff until recently. Uh, but I think the most But the biggest thing was I'm just interested in the tech and whatnot. Like I said, this is definitely a work in progress. I definitely want to spend some more time, probably next week, working on stuff, and then maybe like make a real, for real video. Because the goal, obviously, too, with like any uh, social media posting, especially on like YouTube and Twitch, is to just not spam out content per se, but make a whole bunch of shit. Also, I'm getting tired of it being fucking completely quiet. Let me find something else to play real quick. Some more classical music. Fuck it, we're doing classical today. Uh, I think I lost my train of thought. Fuck me. Hang on. uh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I completely lost where I was. Well, shit. I don't know. I recovered it. Don't you bro me. I think the biggest thing with just like spamming out content per se is eventually, like first of all, I'll get better. Like I can admit that I'm a cringe VTuber and I have no idea what I'm doing. But eventually, I can refine it down to a point where I can make something that's like passable, and then hopefully just spam out enough content along the way that maybe like something picks up a lot of views, right? Because I mean, I'm literally just spamming out shit on various social medias right now and seeing who like actually bothers to stick around, right? But I think the goal with like any kind of stuff, yeah, exactly. Like any kind of stuff is just to see if you get lucky. I think like I saw a post too where somebody was just saying like why not post? Like why not just make stuff even if you're just trend chasing and dick writing on like literally anything whatever's popular. Maybe the collective of people will see your shit and be like, well, I guess that was passable, or like even whatever, even if they like thumbs downed it. Eventually, like you could get lucky, and a lot of people see it. The algorithm will prefer it, and then you get a bunch of views, and then that's how you pop off. But until then, like you really so. Why is my mic keep peaking? Let me move it a bit further away. Hang on. Speaking of having everything set up, there we go. But I think it's like I don't know, it's kind of playing the lottery a bit, but it's also a good way to practice because there's a lot of like in some cases too. There's big streamers like what's his name, Queso, who he's been around for a while and he used to stream to like nobody, but he kept doing it, and like he did get lucky, he did pop off, but like it helps to like have practice, right? Because I literally created my account this year. Uh, and I'm not expecting to get more than like views from the one guy I know and like anybody else that I meet off of iFunny or whatever social media. Like I'm also trying to use social media and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, you. I'm talking to you. uh, but it's just I don't know. Yeah, stretch. I guess the other thing too is like I also gotta catch up on Twitch a bit because I will admit that I'm a YouTube user. I'm mostly a YouTube guy, so I'm not familiar too much with like the inner workings of Twitch. But the goal is to at least try to get three whole dudes, I think, three CCB, and try to become affiliated. So that way I can make channel points and whatnot and set up other various nonsense. I do need to get water. Keep up the what? Ah, okay, never mind. I guess it's just gonna take a while, but like, because who really? I guess like when it comes to popping off, you really do just have two options. It's just like either know somebody or get lucky. And in my case, like I'm trying to get to know people. Like there's a few people I already do know, but it's also probably going to be a big combination of just getting lucky. But who knows? I post on fucking on iFunny all day, so but that's the other thing too. I'm gonna spam out comments. So if you see my comment, have you seen any of my comments? Okay, that did reach people then. I guess I don't know. The goal is to spam comments on there basically just to it's like advertising, but at the same way it's also just like getting my ideas out there too. Because that's the other thing too. Like it's real. I don't, especially when it comes to like smaller streamers. It's really easy to like stay obscure and be like super boring and whatnot. And I think for especially for smaller streamers, because like yeah, I'm a small streamer. I probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about stuff like this. But I think the big thing, like as a viewer who does watch a lot of small streamers, because I do prefer uh watching small streams. Like I've lurked in a lot of small streams, and I like to talk to streamers. That's like my one weird guilty pleasure, just hopping into like not like one view streams, because that's like kind of just like one to one. It's kind of like a draining thing. But at least like where there's a few other people chatting. Although sometimes I don't know, sometimes I do like to hop into one view streams. I just talk to somebody. Um, so I think the one thing is like if I'm scouting out small channels, um, I click on it and their voice is just fucking atrocious in some way. Uh, I'll just immediately click off that shit. Which is mean to say, but it's like I think for what you call it for thinking, I can think for small channels like that, or I think just for channels in general, because there's a lot of like you take a look at the big people, and your when it comes down to your voice, like you either have to have a smoother-ish voice or like have an accent, because otherwise, if your voice is like really nasally or like rough, like a lot of people will just click off that shit immediately. Like I do that all the time. Like if there's a video that I'm looking at and I click on it and I can't stand the way they talk, uh, I just click off that shit right away. I'm like, nah. Even if it's something like that I'm interested, like a topic that I'm interested in, I see this video like handcrafted for me on the algorithm, and I'm like, oh, let me check that out. And then I don't like their voice. I'm like, well, let me find something else. So I guess that's the one thing. But there's, I don't know, it's either like you make your voice a smaller part of your content, uh, or you like try to change your voice, which is easier said than done. But I don't know. There are ways to like do voice training and all that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's also why I've been wanting to mess around with noise suppression and whatnot too, because I definitely agree with that there. That the like I don't know, in a way, like background noise isn't the end of the world for me, but I've dealt with a lot of people that have background noise, um, or at least like a lot of background noise, not like a whole lot, but you know what I mean. So I guess I'm like more attuned or able to like tune out background noise. It doesn't bother me like too much, but it does kind of create a different vibe compared to somebody who has a more crisp sounding microphone that can pick up their voice really well. But uh it just depends. Is a way to connect that to the next section. See, like me, I have no idea what I didn't really prepare anything, so I'm just kind of stringing together thoughts. But yeah, is my advice for air quotes advice. But I don't know if I'm liable to give out advice, honestly. I'm probably liable to just ask for advice constantly. Let me see. I could check some other posts that I have. Oh, shoot. I'm going to keep saying I need to get water, but I probably should do that at some point. You know what? Here, give me a second. Oh, there you go. Get some water. You get to enjoy this. Okay. I dropped the fucking phone, and tracking is probably all fucked up now. Hold up. Okay. I can reset it here. Now that I've got my water, I can continue to. I guess that to wrap back to what I was saying earlier, I've always wanted to do it. Like, I don't know. I think either for most people, like the big draw is obviously like you want to be out there and have people know about you. And then there's some aspect too, like it can be printing money in a way. Like if you pop off and you get big, people will just fucking throw money at you. I've never really got that, like, especially when it comes to YouTube, like people just throwing massive amounts of super chats your way. I guess there's like things you can do to like incentivize super chats and whatnot. I feel like that's the way a lot of people blow up too, is like having wacky donation goals and other things to like incentivize people to throw money away, because like it is a big draw to being a streamer or content creators trying to make money, even if you're just farming ads, honestly, too, because like, you know, in my case, for somebody like me who just started, the big goal would be to try to get affiliate status, because then you can try to and then eventually partner, at least like, you know, those two small goals, because then even if, you know, you stay like a fucking like 10 to 20 ccv streamer your whole fucking life, at least you can farm like ads to some extent. And if you do YouTube as well and you get like a small following, like an amount of following, or you get people that can throw like super chats at you somewhat consistently, then you can farm that way too. Although YouTube, you can farm ads way harder on YouTube, but that's if you can stay monetized, because it's kind of a sorry, I'm drinking. It's kind of a challenge to stay modified on, or modified, but stay monetized on YouTube. It can be a bit of a shit show. But um, ugh. Otherwise, like I think, what else for to answer your question? I'm just gonna honestly pop off. I'm just gonna ramble today. I think a lot of people do also like, in a way, like they want to stream, they want to like have this vision in their head, like, oh, I'm gonna load up my stream, right? Uh I'm gonna start making like videos and shorts and TikToks and whatnot. I'm gonna start posting, and you know, I'm gonna they basically like create this idea of like, oh, here's what I'm gonna do. You know, it's gonna get all this traction, and I'm gonna start, you know, making all this specific content and doing in a way like trying to emulate what other big popular streamers are doing. When in a way like it's kind of setting yourself up for failure in a weird way, because if you don't make it, right, if you don't get the following, then you're kind of just like they'll eventually just sit there and realize like, hey, I'm only getting like one viewer, or I'm getting like literally zero viewers. You know, it's like, especially for some channels too, like their only viewer for most of the day on their stream is their like automated bot. I don't fuck around with that shit, because I don't want to see like random bot posts linking to me some Discord crap. Like I get why they do it. Not to be completely mean. Like I get why a lot of streamers do that, and like link Discord, link their Twitter or whatnot, like YouTube. Um, I don't know. It's a good way to like network and like have a place that you can build a community, whatnot. But I've never been the kind of person to like lurk in like random streamer discords or like other forums and servers. But I don't know, because I have lurked in like really old forums and other boards and whatnot. But I guess I wasn't really trying to meet people is the big thing. I think like the big because like I said, I could see the draw, right? The big draw of like having those other social media sites to link up to people is to like both like try to meet people and also like build up your audience in a way because like if you can get a bunch of people all in one place to talk about you, then eventually they can like convince their friends or whatnot to join in, and eventually you can like grow your audience that way just through like word of mouth. But I don't know if that's like the other thing is too is like managing that shit, and I think that's why like to be honest, I've kind of set myself up for the with the expectation that I'm not gonna like pop off, even if it's like even if I do. Honestly, I'd rather be a small like streamer forever, because I do want to grow a bit. I do want to have like an amount of people that will come in here on the daily, but I wouldn't want to like get huge. I don't know. Maybe that's just weird, but like it is nicer to just kind of have like a dedicated group of people to just sit around and muck around with and like being one of those crazy like like multi-thousand plus CCV streams where like the only way the streamers are gonna even know you exist is if you pay money for a super chat or donation. Oh fuck! I'm gonna finish this whole goddamn water. Hang on. Mm. Um, the cat wants in. Let me get you. But I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Like I said, I don't know. Like I don't expect to is the thing. Uh, but who knows? I don't know. I guess in a way, like I said, you could get lucky. You could always just rely on getting lucky forever. Um, I think especially if you're like me, like starting from literally nothing, like nobody has any idea who I am. I literally created my account this year and I literally made all my own assets from scratch. I make goober fucking YouTube thumbnails like hand drawn. Uh so I've already tempered my expectations that like if I get any huge growth, it's just from getting lucky. But even then, like I don't even have like I have like 7 streams, so I don't even have enough content where the algorithm will really like grab something. Especially because I've only really streamed for like a few hours because I don't have anything that I'm doing at the moment. I'm just kind of doing whatever. But I think, like I said, I think that's a spot where I've seen a lot of people fail, especially because, like I said, I like to lurk on small streamers and stuff. But a lot of times, people will just like vanish because they have this expectation that they're going to make it, and then like they stream for a few months to literally nobody, and then they just up and quit because they're like, well, this is bullshit, whatever. But it's like, especially if you want to get into I wouldn't say VTubing, but like streaming in general, honestly, it could just be the simple thing of like you do need to like like stay humble and like not really have like grand expectations in a way. Like you gotta yep, you gotta lose the ego, I would say, is a big thing. Like you got to be more like self-aware and be able to like recognize that you might not be good and being able to tell yourself like, hey, I might not be good. I might not have like any big draws. Like that's what I'm trying to work on too, because I don't know what I even want to do if I just want to try to like literally just stream random nonsense and see if there's something that blows up, or like try to lock myself into doing one thing over and over again, which is, I feel like that's kind of the way to do it, is to like be like, hey, I'm the guy who does this thing. But I've never been the kind of person to sit and do one thing forever. Like I like grinding. I like, you know, logging on and playing something or doing like a particular thing for a certain amount of time. It's not even like locked to games too. Like sometimes I'm not even in the mood to play games. I'm on the mood to just like browse something or make like shitty forum posts and not being able to speak English. Um, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like that might be a big hurdle for me, is just trying to lock in, as the kids say. But to wrap up that train of thought, I think it's like I said, you just gotta give up your ego. I feel like if you want to start, especially if you want to start small, because if you do get like um to like the random like occasional weird dude who just comes in here and makes, or comes into your stream, and like I don't know, just be, it just, yeah, I can't even talk, just like is weird, because you know there's some like weird motherfuckers. Oh, sorry, I've been coughing all day. But there's just some like weird people that you have to deal with occasionally, but that's just like the thing with being online. But I do see it in like a lot of small streamers that I do watch, like I say, and I'm lurking, and they'll get like the one guy that comes in there into their stream and like says something mean or says something like utterly incomprehensible, you know, or just something, and you see it like get on people's nerves, and sometimes like people even fully crash out over one guy. Um, and I don't know, it kind of like sets the tone for the whole stream. Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to, right? Like, not to like shit on myself, right? Like, because there is a point where like going into the like abandoning your ego nonsense, that like, you know, you don't want to be entirely self-deprecating. Like, you still want to be able to stand up for yourself and have a personality and have like, you know, what makes you you, but you also need to get out of your head in a sense, and like be able to recognize what other, oh, okay, hang on, I'm seeing my, but to interrupt the tangent, is my mic peaking occasionally? Like, hang on, hello, hello, hello. Okay, sorry to interrupt that. uh I'm still fucking around with mic settings, but fuck, always lose my train of thought. I can turn it down a bit. It might be, there we go. 'Cause I think it's spiking too much, but I still have to mess with some of the audio suppression settings. Hopefully that's not as peaking. What was I saying? You do have to admit that you're bad, especially like, because I literally just, like I said, I literally just started streaming, so I can say confidently that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be on like I've, and that's not to say that I haven't done research, right? I've done a lot of just like looking around and like kind of studying a bit of like what other people are doing, and then like I said, I do lurk on small streamers, so I kind of just have an idea of like what most people's streams look like and what most like streams in general look like. And even then from like watching the other big creators that I like seeing what they do. And I feel like for most of those people too, like um because like everybody started off small from somewhere, but like a lot of it is just like I was saying, like sorry, my cat. You gotta, because you gotta be able to take criticism too, in a way. Uh, I'm gonna tangent off on another tangent, so let me finish answering the main question. You gotta admit that you don't know what you're doing. You got to be able to take criticism, because like I said, you can't just have one guy come in here into your stream and like say something mean or be like harassing and then like crash out for the rest of the stream, or just like some people just even end it there because like they'll get the one guy that's mean and then they completely crash out. You got to be able to see that, like, right, and either just uh right click them and ban them right away, like off the rip, uh which like it can, I feel like that's kind of a bad look when you're just like banning people that you don't like or don't agree with. But the other thing is like it, I guess like to follow up on that, you kind of have to like I said with like building your community, it's also like what you're willing to tolerate. So like if you don't want to be harassed constantly, then you basically make it to where like if people come in here into your stream and harass you, then you ban them, and after some time enough people get banned that they realize that you have rules and whatnot. But like you can't let it constantly like be the thing that makes you not want to go online anymore. Like in a sense you gotta kind of like get over it, which might be like mean to say, but there is some circumstances where people take something way too seriously and kind of just like crash out. Like you got to be able to see something and be like, yeah, that might not be, like a very nice thing to say, but you got to be able to like take a look at stuff like that and be like, well, in the end, that was kind of funny. You got to be in the what is it? You got to be able to like take take the hits in stride and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, that's better. The being in the right mindset. You gotta focus your mental in a way. No, I do not consider myself to be a wise poster. I just ramble. Oh, but yeah, I guess that's just my thoughts on things. On being a small streamer, because the only thing about being a small streamer, which is something that I didn't think would be a big deal, uh, not having ever streamed before, because it is easy to look at like the whole streaming thing and streaming culture and be like, well, shoot, anybody can do it, right? Like you could just fucking log on and You don't even have to be like entertaining or funny, and you could still like rack up a moderate amount of views, right? You could just fucking shit post or be toxic or whatever it is, fucking like play League of Legends. But like once you start doing it, there is some sense of anxiety that you get. Uh that's like, I feel like in a way it is human nature to want to always take the easy way out, and it's like I think the hardest thing is just fighting the urge to like not want to do it, because it can be like, especially like I said, I can admit that I'm not expecting to stream to a crazy amount of people, uh, but I can, yeah, I can still relate with the anxiety of like, well, what if, like literally nobody shows up, like what am I supposed to do, especially if I'm doing something like talking. Like what do you do then? Like, do you just like go download an AI chatbot and put that in the stream and talk to that, right? Like, or like, what do you do if like nobody like ever watches your stream ever, and you stay a one view forever? Like there's still like the anxiety and whatnot involved in like just literally starting out of nowhere. And I feel like even like it's probably even worse for the streamers that have like really high view counts too, because like I feel like that puts the pressure on you even more to uh like puts pressure on you even more to like try to keep the high view count that you have, right? Because you got even more people that know about you and constantly talk about what you're doing, so it's like I would feel like you have even more anxiety, like you don't want to let them down, right? Like you have all these people that tune in specifically to watch you, uh and if you don't like lock in and appease everybody, you're gonna fall off and you're gonna lose everything you built up. Really easy to just thought trap yourself and stay like in a dark place forever. But and this is something that I've experienced more as I've gotten older, is like you gotta just stop caring. And it might sound weird or mean, but there's just some things like you just have to stop caring about. And if you can like kind of force yourself into that mindset where you're like, especially if you constantly think about things like, oh, I'm, you know, streaming to not to call you out, dog, but like, oh, I'm streaming to some guy who saw my shit post on iFunny and decided to actually tune into my stream and ask me questions. Uh, it's Jover for me. I'm gonna KMS. uh, like you, you gotta just like be able to push past those like kind of thoughts and be like, not just like acknowledge it, but in a sense like not even think about it. Like when those thoughts creep up, you got to be able to be like, well, it doesn't matter, right? Like I don't care. Or like justify it to yourself in a way like, I literally just started. It doesn't matter, or like, sure, I can make all the posts in the world and it can get like 1,000 views, and it could get comments of people being like, kill yourself. But you still gotta have the expectation that like, well, nobody will actually show up, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't prepare for there to be 1,000 people, um, just because like an announcement got 1,000 or 1,000 views, not 1,000 likes. Because the posts on my current account don't got any of that traction. I have some old accounts that do got real traction, but I have long since abandoned those. Oh, I need to get like I need to bring the whole water pitcher up here. By the way. Uh, sorry. Unfortunately, since like 2012, I can't lie. Uh, like I think my current account is, I don't know if I made it exactly at the start of the month. Might be a little bit older than that. But yeah, I've been on it for way too damn long. Yeah. Oh shit, 2018. Damn, because shoot, then you weren't around for like some of the old shit. Because man, now that's bringing back some like memories of ancient posts that I don't know. I don't know if I want to go into it. Yeah. Shoot, was that when was it that they took it off the App Store? I remember there was like a brief period of time that they took it off the App Store cuz I had it on a phone. Like I had it still installed. So cuz those were some peak times cuz it was literally like completely gate kept cuz nobody else could download it. Um there were some posts during that era, I'll tell you that. But fuck, when I don't know if I could even look that up. That's like something completely cursed. Oh, apparently that was in 2013. Damn, I thought that was way later. Yeah, shit. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, that does make sense because I remember having it when it was like really young, and then yeah, actually, no, that makes sense now. I'm not that old. Come on, bruh. But I can't admit that I've been on there too long. Like, there's some there's some memories to be made for sure. I think that's the only reason why I keep using it is just because I'm locked in, right? I feel like I'm completely trapped on that app, and I've had like so many different accounts over the years, and I've had so many different posts like blow up, and accounts that like this is the thing too. Like I've had posts blow up, I've had posts not blow up. I've had my like I've there's like a good period of a few years where I would like post every day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna post every single day, and that was when the algorithm was fucking different, and you didn't get like what is it like a bajillion features in like every single set. Like every day there'd be like 20,000 new ones because even on my new account I've already gotten one post featured at 10 likes. Fuck my life. But like back then I would literally post like every single damn day and it would get like nothing. And it's like, wow, what am I doing different? Which like I guess that's the other thing too with like content uh is like the shit changes too. Like you'll go through, you know, old YouTube history. Like you see people talk about like, oh, if so and so made videos today, they would be a nobody. Like if Markiplier made his Let's Plays today, he would be a nobody. Like his videos get 100 views. Like maybe. And that's like if you just grind and uploaded it every day, and it would just be like whatever random views like come across from like random feeds and whatnot. It's just like that's just the style that you got to keep up with the times in a way. So it's like same thing on like every platform, like algorithms change and whatnot. Um, and like the metas and whatnot shift. Ugh. See, I don't use TikTok. I'm gonna call you out for being a TikTok user. uh, hey, don't at me. But no, I wouldn't know. I've never used TikTok. I know I've a bunch of friends, there's a bunch of people that I know that use TikTok like a shit ton, and I've heard all about like the crazy shit on TikTok and whatnot. That's honestly probably like why so many people have blown up too, because you see people blow up with just like posting random shorts, or they get like one really good uh just like short format post and it gets recommended to like everybody. So they blow up that way. But like other than that, like I don't know exactly like what kind of content you even see on TikTok, TBH. Uh because I've heard my friends talk about like all the random like deep knowledge schizophrenic stuff that you could potentially see just by like randomly scrolling through TikTok, but yeah, so I don't even know. I don't even know what else. Like, is it all just random conspiracy theory nonsense, political whatevers, or like people doing Fortnite dances? Is that a thing? Am I starting to sound old again? Kinda to the old thing. I've heard that too with the what is it? Now that they wanted to ban it, it's like they're because I think they were forcing them to sell the app or like the make it go like open source or whatever, but like their algorithm is cracked. Which I mean, I guess like if you're like getting hand tailored content fed to you from the algorithm, like I guess I can see why. Like I get the appeal of it, obviously. I think for me personally, I just don't like short format content. Which like even on YouTube, like I watch like a short, but I don't scroll. Like if I see a short, I just watch it like if it's a regular video and then go back to my homepage. So even then on YouTube, because I know the shorts algorithm I've heard is also like not the best on YouTube. It's not really their sauce. But I guess that makes sense that it's the algorithm. I mean, hell, it's apparently it's a damn good algorithm if they literally just gonna pull out of the US instead of make it go open source. Their bread and butter. Well, hey, look, like I said a few days ago, all right. At least I know that there's like an actual real people that see those posts. So thanks for spouting at me. And sorry if I was going off a bit off the rails. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do these on Friday. Uh at your friends. Is all I'm gonna say. Uh, maybe I'll be more ready next time. But I just want to have like a day where I can try to like get people to ask questions. Um, but let me not ramble on. You have a good rest of the day if you haven't left already. I see the classic greeting. Stay. You stay. What do they say? You stay 100 pimp. Is what the. Does anybody even say that? Fuck me. Well, let's see. What else do I gotta do besides play classical music? How long have I been streaming, by the way? Oh, damn, it's already been an hour. Fuck me. Let me see. You still here, big dog? I know I've been rambling a bit. Okay. Oh, is it working again? Okay, what did this do? It, like, actually just died on me. What the fuck was that? Hold on, give me 1 second here. Let me fix something real quick. Restore the music. It just died. I don't know what the fuck happened. It, the mic just died. At a pretty convenient point too. I had to go back and make sure that it didn't die sooner. Because I didn't want to. I was trying to tell that dude bye, but I didn't want to make sure that he didn't just leave with me not like saying anything. But yeah. Well, do you have any questions? I know you're kind of been chilling. Let me pop off. Shit. What? I mean, I know you're in a different time zone, but like, what the fuck? What time is it right now? Dinner? God damn. Oh, that's fair. 10 o'clock. Sorry, I'm reading some other shit right now. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know how long I want to do a stream like this today for. Be my short one for today. I'm just glad that I'm just glad that there's real people out there. Like I was kind of saying, I don't know, in like terms of like tempering my expectations and all that. Uh, it is kind of a relieving thing in a way for like the anxiety to see like, hey, somebody actually saw my post and then came in here and like harassed me about it. Like I don't even give a shit. Like it's nice to know that like I can actually reach out to people, right? And like talk and other shit with people. Like it's relieving to be able to what you call it? I'm losing my thoughts here. Oh my god. It's nice that I'm not just getting bots. Oh, just a peeking. Oh, shoot, maybe I'm too small to get bots, right? But I don't know. That's the only other thing with like Twitch and smaller streamers. Shoot, I should have said this earlier when I was rambling. There is a lot of like bots. Apparently that's an issue too where people are getting like bot raids for small streamers and they just come in and spam ad. Well, were you there? I think you were there, right? When there's a guy that came in and posted a bot ad. So you know, I have gotten a bot. I have got or one bot. Um, I've gotten one whole bot, but I don't know how much of an issue it is. Like I said, I don't use Twitch as much as I use YouTube, so I don't know how big of an issue it is of people just coming in and like spamming bot advertisements. Because I don't like obviously it's like if somebody gets a lot of bots, then it's easy to see like, well, look, oh my god, I get bots so much. Like, oh wow, there must be a botting problem. But then there'll be other people that will like never get bots. Maybe it's like tags or something. I don't know what exactly the bots feed off of. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe I could maybe do some experiments on Twitch and see if I can find any ways to what do you even call it? Farm bots? I don't want to farm bots, but like see if the bots are real. But that's just asking for trouble, honestly. I don't even want to fuck with that. Speaking of which, let me check YouTube too. YouTube, I have gotten a handful of views. That's what I was kind of talking about before, where there's like, sometimes like a video will just pop off randomly. But in that regard, I do want to make actual shorts, or like the very least make a video. Um, because I feel like that would definitely get clicked on more than uh a live pre-recording, right? Uh, I think that's just the way the algorithm works, and that like even just from personal experience, like I don't really go to a streamer's channel to watch their past VODs. I go there to watch if they're currently streaming and if they've posted uh, any funny videos or mildly entertaining. To be honest, at this point, I don't get too picky about the content. But let me see here. Everyone's offline. Probably gonna end the stream soon, though. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna keep it short today. But I was gonna see how rating worked on Twitch, but there's nobody that I know that's online right now. It doesn't help that I stream at midnight, so uh but maybe next week. I'm not 100 on streaming tomorrow. I do kind of like taking a big 4 day break because, like I was saying, I still need a lot of time to prepare and learn a lot of things, and I definitely want to get hand tracking as a thing. I think that's something that I like. I know I said at some point, like, I don't want to spend a whole, like, I didn't spend any money so far, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on streaming, but I think a hand tracking is just something, because I move my hands around a bit, so it's something that I feel like is, it's just something I want, honestly. Like, even if it's not, like, the biggest thing, even if it's not, like, oh my god, this guy's moving his hands around, like, I just want it, just because I think it's cool. Something I think would be interesting. That's a good rationale, yeah. Why not? I just have to. There's a specific. I can't. Wow, that's a. It's like I know how to speak English. A specific. Ah, I need to drink more water. While I like stuck in my throat there. But there's a camera that's specifically made for the tracking software. Or at least it has like integration for the hand camera. Hand camera. Wow. Okay, I need to go to bed. I need to end stream. I can't talk anymore. uh. Okay, that's the thing I don't like about the. Like I said, I need to fuck around with noise suppression too because I think it's my laughing is making it peak. Um, yeah, it peaked just now, but it's better than hearing my it's better than hearing my fan constantly, or at least like being able to turn the fan on and not have it be loud as fuck. But I guess that'll be it for now. I do have this scene set up though. Also, goodbye classical music. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to paste this here. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'll see you later. Like I said, I might not stream tomorrow. If I do, it's going to be just a short whatever because I really don't have anything planned. I really didn't have anything planned this week. Uh, the Power Word stream was nice, but I don't know if I want to go back to it. But definitely next week. All right. I think you sold me on 'cause, like talking just now. Um, I'm probably gonna do the like I don't know. I'm gonna sit here and ramble all day. I'm gonna try to make a uh a game and then make a video about it. But I'll see you later.